Today we are going to discuss about or study about the transport system in India. Transport means communication. From going one place to another place, this is called transport system. There are four important transport mode of transport in India. The four important modes of transport are number one roadways, number two railways, number 2 railways, number 3 waterways, and number 4 airways. These are the four important mode of transport in India. Then first discuss about the roadways. In India, the roadways can be classified or can be divided into four types of roads. Number one, there is national highways. Number two, state highways. Number three, the district roads, and number four, the village roads. The national highway is maintained and controlled by the central government or the NHI, National Highway Authority of India, and the state highways or state roads are maintained by the state government. It is controlled and maintained by the state government, and it links or connects the state capitals. Then comes to the third number of roads is then comes to the third number of roads, that is district roads. The district roads connects the district capital. District roads connects the district capital. It is maintained by the district administrations or Jilla Parishads. And next come the last type of roads, that is village roads. And village roads are maintained by the village local Gram Panchayat or Panchayat Samiti, or also by Jilla Parishad. These are the four types of roadways. These are the four types of roadways that are there in Indian transport systems. Let's first discuss about the advantages of roadways. What are the advantages of roadways? Number one advantages of roadways is it provides door-to-door service. Number two, roadways can make every part of the corner of the country compared to the other modes of transports. In the rural areas where the railways or the waterways or the airways can't be formed or can't be made, there is only one mode of transport that can be formed, that is roadways. This is the other advantages of roadways. Then come to the disadvantages of roadways. These are two disadvantages of roadways. Number one is accident prone. Most of the accident took place in our country is on the roadways because of the roadway accidents. Most of the accident took place on the road. So this is accident prone mode of transport. Number two disadvantage of roadways that it needs more money or capital to maintain all the roads, the high roads or the state roads, district roads or village roads. So there is much more capital needed to maintain the roads. Number three disadvantage is the traffic jam. As we know, we all face the traffic jam, especially in our India, in the many large cities. So traffic jam is another disadvantage of roadways. Then comes to the second mode of transport, that is railways. Railways is another important mode of transport in India. Let's discuss about the advantages of railways and disadvantages of railways. First, what are the advantages of railways? Number one, it can carry a bulky amount of goods and materials and also number of passengers at a short period of time. This is the main advantage of railways. Number two advantage of railways is that it is a safety mode of transport. So it is a safety mode of transport. These are the two advantages of railways. And then discuss about the disadvantages of railways. What are the disadvantages of railways? Number one, during the time of calamities or natural disasters or natural hazards, the railways are facing problem. Number two disadvantage of railways is the cost of maintenance. There is so much money or capital needed to maintain the railway tracks, rail lines and other necessary things. Number three disadvantage of railways is that it can be made in all parts of the country. Only in the plain areas the railways can be made, not in the hilly regions or not in the plateau regions. So these are the disadvantages of railways. Then come to the third number of mode of transport, that is waterways. Let's discuss about the advantages of waterways. Number one, advantage of waterways that it can carry a bulky amount of goods or materials and also passengers from one place to another. Number two advantages of the waterways is that it is the cheapest mode of transport. And among the four modes of transport, the waterways is the cheapest mode of transport. So cheapest mode of transport, and it can also carry a bulky amount of goods and materials from one place to another. These are the two advantages of waterways. Let's discuss about the disadvantages of waterways. Number one, the waterways depends on the weather. So number two disadvantage of waterways is that it is the very slowest mode of transport, or slowest mode of transport. Then comes to the last mode of transport, that is airways. Let's discuss about the advantages of airways. Let's discuss the advantages of airways and then disadvantages of airways. Number one advantage of the airways is that it is the fastest mode of transport. It is the fastest mode of transport among all the modes of transports. Airways. Number two advantages of airways is that during the time of natural calamities like the floods, earthquakes, and other things, these airways can provide or help by providing people, the victims, by foods and other important necessary things. These are the two advantages of airways. Let's discuss about the two disadvantages of airways. Number one disadvantage of airways is that it depends on the weather. Like the waterways, the airways also depends on the weather. During the bad weather conditions, sometimes the flight can be cancelled. Number two, it is very costly. Among the four modes of transport, airway is the most costly mode of transport. So these are the advantage and disadvantage of the four modes of transport, that is roadways, waterways, railways and airways. Let's discuss about the other important thing, that is golden quadrilateral. That is golden quadrilateral and north, south and east west corridor. The golden quadrilateral is a national superhighway project undertaken by the central government. This main aim of this project is to connect the four metropolitan cities of India. In the north, Delhi, to south, Chennai, and west, Mumbai, to east, Calcutta. To connect these four metropolitan cities, this golden quadrilateral project has been launched by the central government. And under this project, north, south, east, west corridor is launched. Then there is another three important information about the chapter. Number one, the first railway or the first rail line was established. The first railway was formed in India from Thane to Pune or Pune to Thane in 1853. And India's longest highway is National Highway number 7. And India's longest waterways is waterway number 1, that is from Haldia to Allahabad. These are the main important topics of the chapter of transport. So keep learning and keep studying.